happy Monday. It is already 6:31, but I'm ready to go. We had a good weekend of just kind of hanging out. I needed that after, well, I mean, I did all the stuff I normally do. Made the dogs food, did the, work around the house, but didn't have any other obligations other than our normal cooking, cleaning, just stuff. So it was a good weekend. I am tired because I did not sleep last night very much. I didn't look, but if I had to guess, it was probably maybe 3 hours. Ugh. So I'm a little tired. But that is my usual for Monday, but not for long. We have, including today, 3 Mondays until break. I cannot believe it, but this coming up week is baby Jay's first birthday. I know. I'm so excited. I was really, really hoping that Katie would get to come home. Hold, please. But I haven't heard anything, so I'm assuming she cannot. That's how it goes, right? I haven't seen her in almost a year. And that is really weighing heavy on me. I'm just super sad. I'm trying my best just to get, through everything, get through the days, have a lot of fun, enjoy the things that I can, which are many and plenty. But I am sad. But I guess in happier news, I can at least plan for when I can go see her. The only thing is with her work, I mean, if I go see her, am I gonna see her? I don't know. So I'll have to look into that. But as far as her coming here, I have no clue. I don't know. Anyway, this weekend, like I said, we just did kind of the bare minimum. I'm gonna wear my black heart earrings, mostly because they're sitting there. I'm wearing my dandelion pants today. And school, I did the bare minimum there. I just wanted a break this weekend, which is completely fine. Last week was a lot. With my partner teacher gone, it made the days quite crazy. Trying to manage both classrooms at once as best I could. Putting out fires here and there. But anyway, she's back today, yay. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see her again. And seeing as how it is now 6:35, I better get going. But I will catch up with you after school today. Happy end of day Monday. We made it. It was touch and go, but we made it. I want to go home. I want to read a book and drink an iced coffee and read a book. Mostly just read my book. So I am almost, Yeah, I want to say I'm about 20, or I saw the date, sorry, 28. I'm about 70, I think I'm right if I say I'm about 70% done with Hamnet. Such a good book. Oh my gosh. And I had never heard of it, but one of the vloggers that I watch, and I wish I could tell you who it is, but I don't know. She's a gal who's just lovely. She's lovely. I would love to meet her and go have a spot of tea. She's from like the Cotswolds, just beautiful. And she lives in a little cottage and reads books. So I emulate her by reading some of the books she's read. Anyway, that's the first one. But anyway, I would love to be in a cottage reading a book. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? So anywho, I am almost done with that one. Then I am reading another one I'm listening to Sophie Kinsella is one of my favorite authors. She is the author of the Shopaholic series. They're hilarious. If you've read those, and if you read them and liked them, you'll like her other books, most likely, by her other author name, which is Madeline Wickham, I think. I'll put the book I'm reading right here. It's called 40 in Love. Madeline Wickham. I'm pretty sure that's right, but you'll have seen it. Anyway, she is pretty funny. This book, I can honestly say, is just okay. It's not, my fingers caught in my lamp. There we go. It's not a favorite, but it's cute. I mean, it's cute. Also, haven't seen the main event yet, so don't really know how it's going to end up. So that's always a game changer too. You know, we'll see what happens. But reading that one, Libby app actually, and then just reading the other one on my Kindle. Anyway, that's all I really have to say about reading. These guys were okay today. It wasn't their best day, but also definitely not their worst. So here we are. It's hard on a Monday, all these rules, like, you know, do things. I don't know, learn. I'm so crazy trying to insist on that. But anyway, I do. And we are heavy into our state projects. This guy, and they're working on their Northeast regions, region states and capitals. So they're just kind of learning about that. And then we are on our second, can't show that one, it has the name on it. Somebody left a paper out. That was a nice face. The Living Like Lexi packet that we do. We are on week, that's last week's extra. That should actually, these should be, why are they up here? Here, week 2. We're on week 2. So some of the other ones got stuck up here, not sure why. So I probably have to fix that, but that's a morning me job. The today me is going home and gonna get comfy. So with the leftover ham I had from Easter, I took a bunch of it, chopped it, and just put it in with some egg whites and cheese. And that sounds kind of like maybe what I'm having for dinner tonight. We have that. We have leftover. We bought a rotisserie chicken from, and you'll get this when I say that we have a lot of leftovers from Costco yesterday. Their chickens are like chickens. I don't know what they feed them, but probably nothing I should be eating. But anyway, we have rotisserie chicken. We have, I don't know. I feel like we have a bunch of food that's made and ready to eat. So I think there's a couple more things. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Tomorrow is already Tuesday, 17 and a half more days of this school year. A lot's got to happen between now and then, which is a little bit frightening, but it'll get done. It always does. I just don't know by who. Me. It's me. Pick me. Don't pick me, but they're going to pick me because here I am, you know, the teacher. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow in the morning. If I have anything else fun, I'll let you know. But until then, have a good night. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I slept last night. Wait for it. Drum roll. Just a tiny drum roll because the dogs don't need to start barking. Almost 9 hours. That's more than I get in 2 nights normally. But I was at that point where it was needing to happen. So of that, I actually, for the first time in a while, got, if you have an Aura ring, or I'm guessing probably an Apple Watch or something, it does a percentage of like what amount of REM sleep, REM sleep you got, how much deep sleep you got, how many times you were awake. And my deep sleep is always, I would say like 99% of the time in the red, which is bad. Last night it was in the blue. The blue. I slept an hour of that was deep sleep, which I don't usually get. And I think it has to do with ADHD. I did not know that, but there it is. I think it does because I've been hearing some or reading. I don't know if I listen or read sometimes, but some studies about deep sleep and ADHD because it's significantly always very low for me. Even when I get good hours of sleep, even when it says my sleeping was decent. Hold please. 3 things in here. I think I put everything in here. I did. So that makes me feel like yes. And yes, I do sometimes have caffeine later than I should, but it doesn't seem to make a difference with any of my sleep. Like none of my sleep is any different. And it's my sparkling water, and I'll have like some sips of it later. And it's got, the whole can is 60 milligrams of caffeine, which is less than a cup of coffee. Over like hours, I don't think it would really matter. And I did do a test one time where I drank nothing but like water at bedtime for about a week. I did it and nothing changed at all. So I feel kind of like that's not it. Because when I'm tired, I feel like really good and tired, like I crash out. But anyway, still could be caffeine. I don't know. I just don't. For me, you know your body. And I don't think that's it. I put my comb in there, magnesium, and this is vitamin stuff. This does have a skosh of caffeine, but it's, I don't know that it matters, but I think it's green tea extract. I mean, caffeine's caffeine, right? But anyway, this is a vitamin. Basically, it's like vitamin water without the sugar, but I've always loved it. And when I get my blood work and everything done, I'm always like really good on all of those kinds of things. So that's good, right? Anyway, school today, I don't know that I'll be doing this even this week, but I had done an article about garbage in the ocean, the, what is it called? The Pacific Garbage Patch. Is that what it's called? I think so. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And this TPTer, Erin Cobb with I'm Loving Lit, had done a passage about it that I used. We talked about, it was very well written. I liked it, blah, blah, blah. So she had another freebie and it's really cute. It's called Clever Canines. And the author of this is not her. So I'm not sure maybe if she works together with this person, but anyway, talks about what makes a dog smart, German Shepherds, how they help. And then this is page 2. And it talks a little bit about different dog breeds and which ones are smartest. Weird, ours aren't on here. Sorry, girls. Anyway, there was a second one as well. It looks the same except for this page looks a little different. So I'm going to have to go back and read what is different. I'm guessing it's just leveled, but I will see. And then there is some questions that go along with it. So I thought that might be kind of a fun little thing for them to work on together. Anywho, just thought that was fun. And I will put it right here, but that was a freebie by her. And then I got this from who, I can't remember, but I'll put it right here. I bought this. It is a big poster. I always like changing things up. It's just fun, right? It's a big poster, 16 pager. Here, this is what it looks like. but does it say who it's by? No. But it's like an end of the year poster instead of doing a book. I thought that's kind of fun, kind of different, but you do like the same, you know, memories, what we did kind of thing. So I'm gonna try that this year. Yes, it's a lot of paper, but I don't know, I thought it'd be kind of fun. Then I bought this from Primary Scouts. This one they're gonna love. Here is the, help me, the title thing, like the what I could hang up and make into a bulletin board, but it's called Tumbling into Summer, and they're gonna each make a tumbler, and then on the inside goes their summer bucket list, and then they get straw toppers. There's 2 pages that they could choose from. Isn't that just the cutest? They're gonna love it. They are gonna love it. There's some choices for boys, for girls. They're very, very good choices of straw toppers. Anyway, I'm excited. That's what I did for school. Ooh, my back just really tensed up. That's what I did for school when I got home yesterday. So anyway, I'm gonna head out. It is 6:34, so yep, gotta go. But wish me a happy and well-rested Tuesday. I'll see you after school. Hello, happy end of day Tuesday. It was an okay day. It really was. This morning was really good. This afternoon was, you know, but it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. It was a little chaotic because our reading specialist, our Title I, came to get the kiddos. Can you believe tomorrow's the last day of April? What? April. We're a third through 2025. I'm sorry, I need a minute. What? Okay, so our reading specialist came to get kids about 8 at a time to read with them for their final, I don't know what it's called, their words per minute count to see how they've progressed. So that is what kind of goofed us up because I was calling groups, but realized very quickly that was not going to work out because some were here, some were gone. They would have missed out, and then you know how it is. So I just decided this afternoon was going to be a bit of a everything mix, and so we just kind of all worked the whole time on either our state books or our unit 7 week 2 packets or our I Survived foldables. I'm sorry, big words, small brain. Big words, small brain, you get it, right? Anyway, so that is what we did, and it was good. And then I was just up front helping whoever needed me in the moment, which worked out really well. So that's what we did today, this afternoon. Morning, ran groups like normal. The only thing that stunk about that, for this afternoon is that 2 of my groups didn't get to read any in the Humphrey book. But other than that, all systems were go. I'm gonna make sure our computers are plugged in. They feel good so far. Tomorrow, that one wasn't. Tomorrow, more of the same, except for we probably will not get to groups because it's Wednesday and we do have a special. So there's a really good chance that we won't, but we'll see, maybe. Stranger things have happened, right? I'm sure right here in this very room. Anyway, that's really it. Today, I'm going to keep listening on my way home to a book. Try to think what it's called. I'll put it right here. Anyway, I'm going to listen to that on my way home, and then I'm still reading. I was trying to think of what am I gonna read next on my Kindle. I'm not done yet. I fell asleep last night while I was reading, which was fantastic. I love reading right up until I fall asleep, because then I don't have to think about falling asleep anymore. I'm already pretty much there. But I'm almost done. I'm like at 80. I really wanted to read more. When I told you yesterday, I think I told you I was at 70%. I was only at 62 or 3 when I started. I can't remember. Of Hamnet. 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 Weird name, good book. Anyway, so I'm close to 80% right now. So I should be able to read it tonight, finish it, unless I fall asleep again early, which is fine, means I need it. And then after tomorrow, I'll be ready to do another book wrap up. And I read quite a few books this month. At the halfway point, I was already at like maybe 9 books, something like that. I think I've read 12 or more. Yeah, I finished 40 Love by Madeline Wickham. I finished that yesterday, and I'm reading a new one by her. I'm listening to it on my Libby app, and it is called, I'll put it right here, but something, well, you see it. It's something about a great place to live. Anyway, this one I'm liking a little bit more than the 40 Love. It's entertaining so far. It's about a couple who's trying to sell their house. Anyway, that's the gist of it. So probably I will definitely listen to that on the way home, and then maybe as I'm making dinner or whatever. That's what I try to do if nobody is in the room to talk to. If the husband isn't available and the dogs aren't having it, I'll just read while I'm cooking dinner or cleaning something, or, so that's one way I get more read. And in the morning after my husband gets up, he gets up a little bit later than I do. But after he gets up, if I'm still getting ready, then I turn on my book upstairs to finish getting ready. And I get 10, 15 minutes in. That adds up. It adds up. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I will see you in the morning on Wednesday.